All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Anna Jenkins, Marketing Coordinator at Core BTS, and welcome to today's webinar, Strategically Navigating the Microsoft Cloud to Achieve Your Business Goals. Throughout our presentation this morning, we encourage you to interact with our speakers by typing in questions and comments using the Q&A pane. We'll be answering questions live both during the event and after the presentation. We're also recording today's session, and we'll make the link to the recording available 24 hours post-event. You will receive an email with this link. Today on our panel, we have Tim Flight, Core BTS National Director of Microsoft and Citrix Practice, Dan Christie, Solution Architect, and Keith Hennessy, Solution Architect. At this time, I will pass it along to Tim to get us started.
Good morning. Thank you for the introduction, Anna. And good morning, everybody on the webinar. Just to follow up to Anna's introduction, we'll go through some brief description of Core BTS and my role at the organization, and then we'll hop into the presentation. Again, my name is Tim Flight. I oversee Core BTS's Microsoft and Citrix practice for the organization, and my team here is responsible for helping our clients and our potential clients with architecture and design for pretty much everything that Core BTS has to offer in the Microsoft and Citrix space. Today's topic is focused around Microsoft's cloud environment with a specific emphasis on Office 365. However, if you have any questions about Microsoft Cloud in general, please feel free to bring them up. Microsoft, that can include Office 365, Microsoft's Azure platform, etc. Core BTS is a Microsoft Gold partner and a managed partner. We have specialties in a multitude of different disciplines with Microsoft, with a lot of expertise in the Microsoft Cloud area, including Office 365. So we also have Keith Hennessy and Dan Christie from my team on the webinar as well. They're available to help with questions as things come up as we go through the presentation. And then with that, we will go ahead and get started. The topic today is, emphasizing Microsoft's cloud, and the overall theme of the presentation is business being better with Office 365. I will go through the slides and do the presentation and try to give you a little bit of information about how we have seen the different Microsoft products affect businesses and provide value for your organization. And please feel free to ask questions at any time and just put them into the Q&A section or the chat window, and we'll address them for you. All right, so as a modern business, your organization likely has a unique set of needs to service your customers, grow your business, remain competitive. And these issues can pertain to all sorts of things, whether it be applications, connectivity, IT infrastructure, the growing trend towards mobility. Some of the comments you see listed here are comments from clients that have been collected, and they're typical of comments we hear from our customers, and they're probably very familiar to to your organization as well. We'll just highlight a couple of these. You'll often hear zero downtime is a must. It's a pretty common question for us to ask our clients. What is the tolerance for downtime in business critical applications? In the realm of what we're discussing here, email is obviously a pretty popular one, and 99% of the time we ask folks, what's the tolerance for downtime for email, and people say zero. So while true 100% uptime is rarely achievable, the Microsoft Cloud infrastructure is a way to achieve typically a much higher SLA or uptime than you can achieve on premise at a much lower price point to actually get to that SLA. Some other comments here. Our data needs to be secure. I need to know my company is protected from viruses, malware, theft, etc. This particular comment is becoming more and more critical, as obviously you'll see a continued increase, news stories about security breaches, theft of corporate data, theft of your potential customers' data. Events like that can be extremely disruptive to your business and lead to potential. We've had customers that have lost their business as a result of their client data being stolen and so forth out of their systems. So security is a huge theme nowadays, as it always was, but it's typically even more and more at the forefront of people outside of your IT organization. We're seeing CEOs and marketing managers, bring up security concerns to us from a consulting perspective, where in the past it was typically discussed in the realm of the actual IT department. So it's it's definitely a concern, and it's a public-facing concern that's affecting more areas of the business than just the information technology folks. Our teams work from many locations, and they need to stay connected no matter what. The mobility to mobile workforce is a continuing trend, and we expect that to only continue to grow. And especially the younger generations of employees coming in expect to be able to work very dynamically, when they want, where they want, without interruption and without it being a different experience than they would expect to have if they were in the traditional office. We have customers nationwide. We need better tools to stay connected. We need modern solutions to help us collaborate and work more efficiently. Collaboration being a key word there. It's a continued theme, the ability to collaborate better both with your own, within your own organization and with your clients and customers. Collaboration, being anything from, voice, video, instant messaging, email, any kind of communication that can help improve business and to make things easier to do business. Moving on here. So as a modern business, you have a unique set of requirements you have to service with your customers. And Microsoft offers business solutions designed to address your business goals and challenges across, they kind of break it into these 4 key areas here. So we'll take a look at each of these as we go through the slide deck. Growing efficiently, using technology to reduce costs and be a real enabler of growth. Obviously it's a continued trend that, IT is asked to do more with less, but even more so nowadays, businesses are looking to IT to help enable businesses to grow, rather than just be the portion of the business that provides information technology, but also be involved in the business itself and provide technologies and guidance that can actually help grow the business. Doing business anywhere, give the benefits of a productive mobile team that can work together wherever they happen to be. Safeguarding your business, keeping your data protected and being prepared for the unexpected, so that your business, never skips a beat and is able to keep functioning, regardless of, the conditions. And connecting with your customers, getting a competitive advantage and really understanding your customers and making meaningful connections to build long-term relationships with your customers. So these are the 4 focus areas of this particular slide deck, and Microsoft kind of it discusses it within the realm of, what they call the modern business. So growing efficiently will be the first item we'll look at here. You may face challenges to deliver your best work and attract new customers and employees as well. One of the largest overall challenges and concerns for helping customers grow and adapt to changing business environments at the same time, you're looking to improve efficiency and get the most out of your investments, while you're looking to grow, while you're looking to adapt, and while you're looking to save money, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the business issues that we see in relation to this particular pillar here include the following: budget spend on soon-to-be obsolete technology that can evolve with your business. So, we're talking about cloud-specific, Microsoft products today, and it's a pretty common theme that's the discussion about when do we adopt cloud, when do we start looking at potential cloud opportunities. It's very common that when you're looking to make a big capital expenditure and upgrading systems that, traditionally were on-premise, or systems that, your organization uses and relies on but don't necessarily evolve or change, it's a good time to look at whether you should adopt, cloud methodologies as opposed to, traditional on-premise. Some other specific issues: staying competitive, dealing with limited IT budgets, unpredictable costs. When you look at the whole cloud model, it's often a discussion and a time to consider shifting, from a traditional, 3-5 year capital expenditure model to an operational expense model, which allows you to have, more predictable costs and spread that out easily within your organization. Dealing with traditional systems that lack scalability, as well as lacking service and support models for the traditional on-premise systems. And Microsoft says when they grow efficiently, they're talking about investing in what's next for you and your business. And Office 365 Offers the power of the cloud, the latest business tools, and very low upfront costs to keep you competitive today and tomorrow. So let's roll into that here. So keeping your competitive edge. Staying competitive requires keeping your edge and pushing boundaries. With regular automatic updates and cloud management, Office 365 keeps you current and focused on doing your best work. So what Microsoft is getting at here, and what I can say that we've seen with our clients, is that once you make a move into something like Office 365 or Microsoft's cloud infrastructure, you drastically reduce the amount of effort involved to maintain the current and latest technologies. Once you make a move into Office 365 for whether it be Exchange for email or Lync for collaboration or Microsoft Office, Microsoft then kind of takes on the upgrade for you. Instead of you doing a traditional on-premise upgrade every 3 to 5 years, when the newer systems get deployed and Microsoft has them in production and they're ready for business, they will handle the upgrades and your business will get entitlements, and they will roll you into the latest versions of Office and Exchange, et cetera. They talk about the automated updates and simplified cloud management. It gives you kind of a single pane of glass to manage your Microsoft cloud infrastructure. And reduce the amount of effort that your IT has to spend on the day-to-day activities, and allow them to focus more on the things that grow the business and projects that they want to take on to help improve your organization, as opposed to day-to-day maintenance. So expanding your business and not your budget. As your business changes, so does Office 365, helping you quickly adapt and grow without the additional hassle or high costs of traditional infrastructure and software. You get business-ready tools that grow with your business. You can scale services and tools as quickly as your business needs shift without the hassle and cost of new servers, new software, new everything. And you can meet the demands of your workforce and the bring your own device trends with the per-user licensing. So this particular slide focuses on the fact that you can expand your business in real time with Microsoft's Office 365 offerings. If your organization acquires a new company, you bring on a new large account, you onboard a large number of employees, whatever that event may be. When you're in this model, you can scale your organization extremely quickly and efficiently. You need 50 new employees tomorrow. You can go into your Microsoft Office 365 console and add 50 new employees, and the pricing is the same for regardless. And you can add and remove people in real time, and the pricing and the actual infrastructure on the back end in the cloud scales with you as you need it, when you need it.
Hey, Tim, it looks like we have a question here from Scott.
Sure.
Scott wants to know if you could speak to accessing and using Office 365 when internet connectivity is not stable or very intermittent and slow. He has some employees that are across the globe that he's concerned about.
Sure. I'll touch on that briefly here, and then we can kind of circle back on towards the end as well. So Office 365 includes a lot of different technologies, and toward the end of this slide deck, we'll talk about the different components you can get with it. Obviously, you do, for the most part, want to have an internet connection to be able to leverage the technologies, but Microsoft does have things built in so that if you do not have an internet connection, you're looking to work offline, you can still continue to do so. Where Office 365 differs than some of its competitors, for example, you get with the different plans, depending on what you purchase, you get the access to, for example, you get access to the full Microsoft Office suite, both the online streaming version of Microsoft Office as well as the traditional version that actually installs on your PC and works without you being online. You get access to the ability to use Microsoft Outlook, which can cache your email so you can work when you're offline and so forth. And Microsoft does not hinder what you have access to in terms of the traditional business applications for Microsoft Office, so that way you can still continue to work when you're offline as well as you're online. Whereas some of their competitors, Google, for example, and Google Apps, those applications are online only. You must be online to be able to run some of those applications. So where it's possible, Microsoft does provide full versions of the different programs so that you can continue to run them while you're offline, as well as cached email and things of that nature. You have the ability to cache your OneDrive accounts, which is, the cloud storage you get in Office 365 and things like that. So, there's a lot more to that question, and we can certainly help you delve into that on a one-on-one basis. But there's different methods you can take, and Microsoft enables, wherever possible, the ability to ensure that you continue to get access to your data, when you have to be offline or in a degraded internet connection kind of situation. All right, so let me go ahead and we can hit on that again at the end as well. So staying in front of the pack, make software updates and downtime a thing of the past. Office 365 adds the latest innovation, features, capabilities they do this every month, ensuring that you're always up to date. You can take advantage of the latest innovation, features, capabilities, and updates, and eliminate downtime and most business impact in terms of, from an IT perspective. I actually forgot to move the slide, so I'm talking about this slide. So Microsoft, we talked about, eliminating downtime or drastically reducing downtime from the applications that you'll be shifting to the Microsoft Office 365 cloud environment. Microsoft does give you a very high, SLA, essentially a 99.9% guarantee of uptime, and that's a financially backed uptime guarantee. So if they don't meet that uptime in terms of the availability of the features that you're using, they do reimburse your organization. So it's a very affordable way to achieve a much higher uptime SLA than you traditionally would be able to without great expense and multiple data centers and so forth on premise. So getting the most out of your technology. Avoid the time and costs of finding technology solutions by investing in a single competitive productivity experience that can grow with you and grow across your business. It's just talking about the fact that Microsoft has a very robust group of applications and products that come in the Office 365 suite. And it kind of gives you, a single point of contact, for a large majority of your business productivity, needs. So getting more for your money. Office 365 offers the benefits of multiple products and services without added cost or complications. You can quickly adjust your subscription and save with low upfront fees. Manage your business with flexible subscription payments that reduce upfront costs. Reallocate capital by reducing capital expenditures. And receive enterprise-grade productivity and storage without enterprise-grade storage costs. So this slide talks about, quite a few different things here, but the Microsoft Office 365 experience is very flexible from a costing and features perspective. So we have many customers that, have moved into this model, and they have different user types within their organization. They might have some users who are power users and need access to, full productivity suites. They might have some users that are more task-based workers and might only need email, might only need the streaming versions of Office as opposed to the full versions of Office. They might only be Office workers, they don't work remotely, things of that nature. So you can mix and match the different tiers of the product that Microsoft offers and within the Office 365 stack, and that way you can get the most cost-effective solution so you're not overbuying or underbuying for your different users. You're not forced into buying, the largest solution package for all your users when they might not all need it. And we can hit on some of the specifics of that later as well. And they talk about the low upfront costs of introducing Office 365 into your environment. There is obviously migration involved, from a traditional on-premise Microsoft environment to Office 365, and that's where a partner like Core BTS comes into play. We offer professional services, and we have a lot of experience helping clients get to that point. And outside of the cost of the actual process of migrating your data out there, implementing the solution and connecting your environment to Office 365, there's almost no upfront cost for Microsoft. It's a monthly operational cost, so you're not making any large capital expenditures upfront, which typically also allows our customers to perhaps make a larger investment than they would have should this have required a traditional big capital outlay for servers and storage and licensing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So simplifying the details and focusing on the big picture. Take routine maintenance out of IT's hands Office 365 handles the basics and simplifies deployment so IT can focus on mission-critical work and accomplishing your business goals. Focus IT efforts on strategic initiatives and let Microsoft handle the routine maintenance and security patching. Save time and effort with regular updates and faster setup and deployment process. I think I mentioned this a little earlier. One of the nice benefits of moving to a cloud model like this, where a lot of the routine day-to-day activity is handled in a automated manner by Microsoft, is you can have your IT environment focus on much more strategic, things and actual technologies that can help grow your business and help your company sell more, deliver more, teach more students, help more patients, whatever your different organizations do. Have IT, move much more towards helping the business as opposed to just the day-to-day maintenance and, keeping the lights on, so to say. Let's move into the business anywhere piece of the modern biz. So simplify the details and focusing, business anywhere is definitely a piece of that, and the continuing trend towards mobility and the ability to get your data and even more so your applications wherever you happen to need them. One of the keys to improving productivity is to enable mobile and remote scenarios. Some of the common challenges for achieving this include the inability to stay connected when on the go, inability to access work when off-site, versioning issues, so different versions of applications or data or, documents on different, different version on the laptop than it's back on your, storage and so forth. Poor collaboration that impacts decision-making and actually getting the work done. Difficulty moving between devices. With Microsoft, you can offer a range of solutions that help employees and teams get their work done anywhere on any device. Business Anywhere means literally bringing your Office with you everywhere you go. With Office 365, you get easy access on any device, a complete set of business-ready tools, and new collaboration features that simplify teamwork and, just help getting more in terms of getting more done. I'm going to go off slide a little bit here, but Microsoft really does give you guys a robust, suite of products, and they're continuing to evolve and make the different product sets available across any platform you can imagine. Microsoft has, obviously Microsoft Office is one of the most heavily used business productivity applications across, the vast majority of all business, corporate environments. Microsoft continues to make those products available, as on any platform you can imagine, whether it's obviously Windows, the Mac OS, it's available on, iOS-based Microsoft Office. They continue to push that, and their stated goals are to continue to make their applications available across as many device platforms as possible. Obviously we are a large Microsoft partner, but I have an Android phone, and I run Microsoft Lync on my desktop, and I run Microsoft Lync on my Android phone, and I get up and I leave my office, and I can still get phone calls and get instant messages, from people running, Lync back in the office on my Android phone, for example. So Microsoft does not tie you into any specific kind of device. Their productivity tools, as well as their mobile device management products, work with, just about any devices you can imagine that would be in use in the business world. So open for business anywhere. New opportunities can come from anywhere. You want to be prepared to capture what's next with Office 365. With the ability to work from virtually any location, you're just a few simple clicks away from accessing your data, holding meetings, collaborating anytime on any device, and Office 365 provides a complete productivity experience for moving your business forward. So working on your terms. With Office 365, getting to the office is as simple as turning on your device, whatever that device happens to be. It's designed to fit any work style, preference, form factor. Office 365 delivers the tools, features, functionality you need to get more work done anywhere. You can be productive across laptops, tablets, smartphones, work within one consistent device-optimized experience, and that's pretty important. The Microsoft does optimize the different applications so that, while the look and feel is very similar across the different devices, they are optimized so that they behave as best as possible on the different form factors. When you're running Office on iOS, it's scaled and designed to look and be easy to use on that platform. You're not trying to run, the Windows desktop interface version of Office on the iOS and use fingers to click small buttons and things like that. They do optimize the different products across the different platforms. You can install the full Office desktop and apps on up to 5 PCs or Macs or 5 mobile devices for each user. So that's pretty key. With the Office 365 subscription, every user gets 5 copies of Office. So you can put it on their company-issued laptop or desktop, put it on their tablet, put it on their home PC, put it on the Macintosh, put it on, et cetera, et cetera. And if you think about the cost involved, that's a huge benefit for every user to be able to install Office up to 5 times compared to what traditional pricing would be for an on-premise model. It's a huge financial benefit and a big feature of Office 365. Office 365 includes the latest version of all the familiar Office applications. It includes Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, etc. For each user install, like I said, up to 5 PCs or Macs or tablets. These fully featured rich client Office apps install, and they stay on your machine so you can use them when you're offline or online, as we mentioned earlier, the same way you've used Office in the past in the traditional manner. But Office 365 is not just about the desktop. We know that work is happening anywhere on all types of devices, and Microsoft has worked to build Office apps that are optimized for the tablets and smartphones to make sure that we empower great mobile experiences. For a full list of all the different Office mobile apps and what works and so forth, we can send that out to folks afterwards if they're interested. So this slide talks about accessing your documents anywhere, which is really key, obviously, to the mobile workforce. Folks have traditionally used, it's very common to see email used as a file storage, repository. And while that's not, something we recommend, it's obviously going to continue to happen, but Microsoft enables, better ways to deal with document storage. So whether you're offline or online, Office 365 helps you quickly and easily reach, edit, and manage your most important files from any device. As you work, Office 365 automatically updates or syncs when you go back online so you can stay current and connected, whether you're in or out of the office. You can sync your files to your devices using OneDrive for Business for offline access, and it'll automatically resync. You can automatically save and back up files to the cloud as well. So you can configure your device, whatever device that is, to automatically sync certain folders and certain document types up to the OneDrive for Business. With OneDrive for Business, your documents are saved in the cloud. You can sync the files to your laptop, your mobile device. And again, like I said, you can still have access when you're offline. You can save the actual data to the cloud, and you can configure, or your IT department can configure defaults on how and when things are automatically saved, synced, or backed up. And you now essentially have a drive that's out in the cloud. And I mentioned it, but I didn't elaborate. The actual product is called OneDrive for Business. This is Microsoft's enterprise cloud storage solution. And I'm not sure if this slide deck is actually totally up to date on it, but Microsoft, is continuing to evolve that, and they're going to be making that an unlimited storage capacity. In the past, it was 1 terabyte, and they're going to be essentially making it so your end users can store, or your organization can store as much as they need to out in the OneDrive platform. And that is a huge financial gain there, considering the low expense involved in it and the amount of money that we see organizations spending on traditional storage infrastructure, and the ability to, not only storage infrastructure, but multiple sets of storage infrastructure so you could replicate data on-premise between data centers and things like that. Whereas Microsoft gives you that, essentially unlimited storage capacity as well as 3 nines uptime, and they're automatically, making it highly available and replicating it across their data centers for you. So while that's a kind of a simple point to outline, it's a huge return on investment when you move to the Office 365 environment. So connecting to your office from anywhere. With Office 365, accessibility no longer requires you to carry your device. It's because you can step into Office and connect from anywhere or any web browser on any device. You can utilize a complete web-based solution that includes Office and Outlook, transitions seamlessly between desktop and web-based applications, quickly access, manage, and edit all your documents online. So what this slide is talking about is the fact that Microsoft makes it available that, as I mentioned, they have both a web-based streaming version of their Office Productivity Suite as well as the traditional version that you install. And when I say traditional, it's not so traditional anymore, but you can install it on, like we said, a PC, a tablet, a Mac, etc. But that's the installed version. So they also have a version where you can stream these various applications. So you can log into any web browser, and this works with Internet Explorer, Chrome, etc., and just launch Outlook, launch Word, etc. And it just streams in real time. So whether you're at a kiosk, working at a shared computer at one of your client sites, etc., etc., you don't necessarily have to be carrying around an asset with you. You can log in from anywhere and get not just your data, but actually the applications as well. So discover and showcase your best work. Office 365 has the tools you need to deliver your best work with new and innovative features throughout each application. Bring your analysis to life with quick analysis, recommended charts, and chart animations. Add depth to your Word documents with online photos, videos, and lay them out like a pro with new alignment guides. See your notes in PowerPoint, like I'm doing right now, and zoom in on specific areas and navigate with ease between slides for compelling presentations. So they're just highlighting some of the new feature sets that are included with Office 2013. And again, these are available with the streamed version and the traditional full install version. So redefining the meaning of teamwork. Just because you aren't in the same room doesn't mean you're not part of the same team. That's because Office 365 gives you anytime access to your work and team, and help you stay productive and in sync wherever the day happens to take you. And this statement, really spans across the whole product set. It's not just the fact that you can do document collaboration in Office, but you can also do instant messaging and real-time video and audio chat with Lync, and you can share documents in real time through OneDrive and do multi-party document management and things of that nature. The whole collaboration and teamwork stretches across the entire product line in Office 365. So build bonds with real connections, and these next couple slides are going to highlight some of the stuff I just mentioned. Don't let distance impact your work. With Office 365, you can connect with just a few simple clicks and share in real time to work together online or off. Join meetings with one click from your preferred mobile device. View the presenter shared screen or PowerPoint slides, communicate with clear audio and HD video, and connect in new ways with real-time whiteboarding, Q&A, polling, etc. So what they're really talking about here is Microsoft Lync, and this little slide shows I guess kind of an ambiguous tablet there, but you can imagine well, maybe it does say iPad up there, but the Microsoft Lync client is available for just about everything you can imagine, whether it's iOS devices, Android, Windows Phone, Mac, etc. And they really do have one touch throughout. If I want to talk to somebody in my company, I just find them in Lync and I double-click on them and I'm talking to them. And if I want to turn that talk into a multi-party conversation, I highlight 2 or 3 other people, I drag them in, drop and let go, and all of a sudden I can have a conference call up and running in 10 seconds, and I can turn that into a video call with one additional click. And one other click, I can add a whiteboard that we can all share on, and one click more, we can do a poll if it's a larger group of people and things like that. So Microsoft does really empower very seamless collaboration, communication, and it is integrated in all the other products as well. So you can be working in a Word document, for example, and see that the author of the document was, Bob, and you can literally click on him as the author inside the Word document, and it can open Lync, and you can instantly chat with Bob and say, hey, Bob, I have a question about this document, for example. So, whether it's Word or Outlook, et cetera, Microsoft truly integrates the collaboration aspect of their product line across all the products. So bringing the team together. With Office 365, you can spend more time solving problems that matter than finding times to connect. Easy access to your calendars and meetings keep you up to date, ready to act, and in short reach of your team. You can quickly set up or join meetings from any device, connect with HD video conferencing to reduce travel time and costs, check calendars and schedule Lync meetings in a few clicks through Outlook. Stay current by instantly viewing contacts' online statuses. With Lync and Office 365, whether you're remote or traveling, you can meet with your colleagues or customers whenever and wherever. Because Lync is an integrated service, part of Office 365, you can see your people's presence, whether you're in Office, Outlook, or any other application where it's integrated, which means you can right-click on their names to start an instant message. From there, with one click, you can escalate to a video or voice call, pull more people in, and even make it into a conference call without having to ever leave the instant message window. Also, because it's an integrated service, part of Office 365, you can share calendars from Outlook and easily find the best time to schedule meetings with one click and add online meetings as well to that. To join a call, it's one click from Outlook or one click from your smartphone using Lync Mobile, which again is available on the Windows Phone, iPhone, Android. No more dialing conference centers and then typing in passcodes. When you join the meeting, you just click and add multi-party video, audio, et cetera, et cetera. And this is, it's kind of hard to overstate the simplicity of how this works. It is a very powerful tool, and again, it's completely online out in the Office 365 cloud. So you can have Lync up and running in a day, and it introduces just a massively powerful collaboration tool set to your organization that your organization might not have today. I'm not sure if any of the slides hit on this, I don't recall, but I want to mention that obviously we're talking about Lync in terms of inside your organization, but Microsoft also allows you to federate with other organizations that use Lync, so you can chat and instant message with other organizations. You can also federate with third-party systems, and they're adding integration with Skype. I'm not sure about the audience here, but one thing that I found working with clients is Skype might not, it's used obviously in the States. I'm using it to dial into this call right now, but it's extremely heavily used in especially in the corporate space outside of the United States, where traditional telephony is still often billed per minute and things like that, as opposed to the way it's done in the United States. So Microsoft adding a Skype integration with Lync is pretty critical, because Skype is actually used as a pretty business critical tool for many organizations. Millions of customers outside of the United States. So that might not be applicable to our audience here today, but it is the integration between Lync and Skype is something that corporations have been asking for quite a while. So unlock your business full potential, your business's full potential. Office 365 connects your entire organization, bringing together the right people and ideas on a single secure platform, platform to faster communities and opening up conversations. You can connect employees with Yammer and familiar social experiences, connect and collaborate with partners and customers from open external networks, and see people's updates from social sites like Facebook and LinkedIn. And what that really does is, if anyone hasn't seen like Outlook 2013, for example, it has connectors to things like Facebook and LinkedIn. So somebody sends you an email, it'll grab their picture from Facebook or LinkedIn, and you can see their picture, in the message that they sent you. It can show you information about the people inside the messages and so forth. And you can obviously configure what you do and don't want to see. But it just gives you kind of a one-stop, one-page look where you can see all the information about the different people you're collaborating with from within Outlook without having to go to different applications to do so. Work together anywhere. Office 365 redefines how teams work. With remote collaboration tools and innovative communication features, you can keep moving forward even when you're far apart. Co-author documents and quickly collaborate with others in Office, desktop, and web-based applications. Stay current with real-time updates in Office Online. Share documents securely and collaborate across desktops, tablets, and mobile devices. That's a recurring theme here, obviously, but it's a key point. Office Online, the browser-based version of the Office applications, enables users to collaborate on a cloud-saved document using real-time co-authoring. This means that anyone can contribute and edit documents simultaneously in Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote. Real-time presence helps you see where your co-authors are at working in the document so you don't create conflicts as you edit. And additionally, the ability to see changes to text and formatting, they happen in real time. And this is something that's easier to see than it is to explain, but essentially what Microsoft is getting at here is that if you have a team of people working on whatever it might be, an RFP response or a large document, you can literally have multiple people in the document at the same time and editing in the document at the same time, and it'll highlight who's working on different paragraphs and show you versioning and all that across, Word or PowerPoint or several different applications for the co-authoring there. All right, now we're moving into the safeguarding your business piece of the modern biz equation. Security and compliance are constant issues that many companies worry about, and frankly, every company should be worrying about. Is your data safe in general, and is it safe on the mobile devices that people use? Some of the common challenges for achieving safety include lacking management across devices, spam, malware, and virus attacks, on your networks. Bring your own device and choose your own device work type scenarios. Data loss, whether it be from theft, actually losing devices, employee turnover. The burden of regulatory compliance for those of our customers that are, have to deal with the various compliance requirements. Lacking data backup, or disaster recovery plans. With Microsoft, you can offer a range of solutions that help customers protect their business and provide the peace of mind that they're prepared for the unexpected. You can keep your corporate and customer data protected anytime and on any device with seamless enterprise-grade security and powerful features in Office 365. So take the risk out of risk management. Protect your employees, customers, and business. Office 365 provides enterprise-grade security and leading privacy features to help you and your business stay protected. And some of these slides, we'll talk about a few of these. Microsoft really does take security into account across the entire platform, and we can tell you from experience that in every possible place you can imagine, they offer different security benefits, and you can choose to use some of them, all of them, use what you want, whether it be email encryption available inside Office 365, whether it be mobile device management, et cetera, et cetera. Microsoft has a very robust set of security features available in the Office 365 stack, and behind the scenes, security is taken into account with all the infrastructure that they build beyond specifically the features that you guys can enable and control. So avoid distractions with always-on protection. The best security occurs in the background, invisible to the user, but it's always on. Office 365 offers leading protection against spamware, malware, so that you can focus more on your business and worry less about protecting your data, employees, and your customers from the unexpected. You can protect against 100% of known viruses with the built-in anti-malware solutions and avoid 98% plus of all inbound spam with continuously updated anti-spam protection. The Office 365 suite, includes obviously Microsoft Exchange hosted in the cloud, but they also include their very robust Microsoft Forefront spam and antivirus filtering solution included with it. So I'm trying to change the slide here. Here we go. Stay protected in and out of the office. Accessing data on mobile devices is essential for modern businesses. Office 365 offers remote data wipe and powerful encryption features to protect your data wherever work takes you. You can selectively wipe data on mobile devices, combat data loss from your devices with remote data removal and encryption. As your organizations, obviously have been looking into the various security and compliance requirements. Mobile device management is something you'll likely have heard about or are in the process of looking into. The Microsoft Cloud solutions can include, a full Microsoft-based mobile device management solution that can do all the traditional MDM functionality, including some of the things they talk about here on the slide. And it works across the platforms, whether it be iOS, Android, Windows Phone. It's not just a Windows-based functionality. And one thing that their product offers that some of the other MDM products that don't necessarily offer is the same functionality on traditional assets like laptops. Most of the MDM products out there are focused around data security and mobile device management, remote wiping and things like that on actual, whether it be phones or tablets, the more modern mobile devices. However, Microsoft's product includes those features for the traditional corporate asset laptop type models as well. So secure what matters most. Built-in security features and privacy by design offer you the power to choose the level of security and privacy you need. You can customize your security by user, device, and location, and enable and enforce passcode requirements. And like I said, and they mentioned here, you can customize, the level of security and what gets used within your environment. You can even enforce different security policies by department. For example, you might have a more strict security policy enforced on a specific department that has access to more critical data, finance, for example, things like that. You might have a more critical security type environment, on corporate executives' devices as opposed to, clerical folks, things of that nature. Keep IT in control. Office 365 simplifies IT management with a single platform and a centralized tool to keep your organization moving forward. Gain quick control of Office 365 and associated accounts within a simple graphic user interface. Quickly add users, check service settings, manage license details, access and problem solve through an integrated IT admin support community. It's talking about the Office 365 management console and then support environment. IT administrators can get to workload management portals using the universal navigation bar. Also, the left navigation frame enables IT administrators to quickly get access to adding users, checking service settings, or checking on licensing. In addition, Office 365 now has integrated community support where IT administrators can quickly search for any issues in the community right from within the portal. And what they're getting at here is, this picture here shows you what the Office 365 kind of web login looks like. And depending upon who you are, you'll have different features available to you up top there. A typical user is not going to have access to the ability to add and remove users and control licensing. But the point is the IT department doesn't have to go to different consoles and different environments to manage things. They can do it all from a single pane of glass, and people just have access to different feature sets. Moving along here. Game protection you can count on. Stop giving yourself a headache worrying about compliance. Office 365 provides deep multi-level security through encryption, authentication, and data privacy rules. They meet requirements specified in a whole myriad of regulatory compliances, whether it's HIPAA, BAA, FISMA, ISO 27001. Microsoft has a whole compliance site we can point you guys to where they talk about all the different rules that they comply to. Microsoft is obviously a very business-oriented company, and they go out of their way to meet compliance requirements with many of the governments and federal authorities that you might be subject to. Microsoft, it's not mentioned here, but they also, for organizations of any size, they'll typically also sign business associate agreements and things like that organizations often require when they move towards a cloud-type model and hosting data off-site. They're very focused on meeting business requirements, whereas a lot of their competitors' products in this space started out and often still are consumer-focused products trying to find a place in a corporate environment, whereas Microsoft is really the other way around. These are corporate-based systems, and Microsoft goes out of their way to make sure they can help you guys meet regulatory needs for the corporate space. And I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit because I'm getting told that we're running out of time, but I want to leave time if we have any questions at the end. Stop losing sleep worrying about life's unexpected moments. Office 365 provides built-in active protection and keeps your business up and running and easily recoverable from the unexpected. It's really redundancy by design with Office 365. It's a great way to add, in many cases, drastically more high availability than customers might have at this point in time for these solutions. Get one place for all of your work, and this again is talking about kind of the single pane of glass you go to, and you can launch all your different requirements and applications from there. Also, with OneDrive for Business, you can take advantage of all the benefits of the cloud's store, sync, share, and easily manage your files. You can save emails, contacts, documents in the cloud. You can limit data and productivity loss from computer theft, damage, and failure, again, because you're leveraging the cloud and the cloud storage and so forth. And your IT departments can safeguard critical business and customer data by enforcing rules and compliance throughout the organization and throughout the Office 365 tenant. keeping your business moving forward. This slide's referring to, talking about don't let downtime slow down your business. Office 365 offers trusted reliability that comes with an uptime guarantee, 24/7 support, and fast disaster recovery options should you need them. You gain peace of mind with as I mentioned earlier, financially backed 99.9% uptime guarantee. There's 24/7 support system for business critical issues should they occur. You're mitigating risks with continuous backup in multiple globally distributed data centers. And for those of you that have concerns around this area, Microsoft has data centers all over the world. And in certain situations, when necessary, you actually can dictate or ask, requests from Microsoft that data be stored in certain geographic regions and not in others. Certain countries, keep it in the States, things like that. You can get your business back online quickly if, should there be unexpected issues. Microsoft data centers are built from the ground up to be environmentally sustainable. Locations around the world in North America, South America, Europe, and Asia help optimize performance based on where you happen to be at, in terms of where their data centers are. Microsoft data centers use state-of-the-art hardware and multiple redundant power delivery systems. So, in the sake of time, I'm going to move through this. The last piece of the modern biz model that Microsoft advocates here is, connecting with your customers. And this is focused around how the Office 365 can really help simplify your business and allow you to, work better with your actual clients. Customer relation means more than just being business partners. It's about building real connections and relationships and offering great customer experiences. And Microsoft, Office 365 really does help to enable you to do that. This refers to sharing a common platform. Microsoft Office is a very commonly used platform across corporate, and business space, and it's very likely that you'll be using a similar platform. You can connect with a common communication platform within Office 365. Share your calendars internally and externally, have real-time contact availability, and Office 365 lets you connect with your customers, like I mentioned, through federation with Microsoft Lync and things of that nature. You can leverage, OneDrive to share documents both internally and externally, share contacts, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the things mentioned here, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit so I can highlight some of this information. Microsoft refers to here some of the benefits you get. If you look at the slide itself, it says keep important emails with up to 50 gigs of mailbox space. One of the huge benefits of going to Office 365 is the email and everything you get out of that. So by default, every user gets a 50 gig mailbox, which is a massive amount of email. And then you can choose to add Microsoft's native archiving, which allows your IT department to archive emails and configure rules and policies about retention. And when you do enable that as well, that actually doesn't even count against the storage space. So every user gets 50 gigs of email space as well as unlimited archive space. So essentially, by configuring email archiving, it just moves messages to an archive folder still within Outlook, so users can technically never have to get rid of any messaging, and you guys can get essentially unlimited storage, which is, the cost savings. When we're helping our clients, evaluate moves to the cloud and leveraging Office 365, email itself is usually one of the first driving factors because it's, it's a business critical requirement, business critical application. It's also usually a huge cost center for your IT departments for, obviously, Microsoft Exchange itself, the servers, the storage, the backup software, the email encryption, the spam, the antivirus filtering systems, everything that goes into it, all is included with Office 365, and you get just amazing amounts of capacity and feature sets for an extremely low price point. Let's move ahead here. Making the right connections. Again, this is just highlighting OneDrive for Business and all the benefits you get with the ability to, easily store and sync all this data across the cloud. Getting more out of your data. So this is referring to some of the benefits you get with the Microsoft Office product suite, the ability to do, real-time data analysis, quick analysis tools that are included with Microsoft Excel. And if anybody has questions on that, there are actually some really powerful functionality in that can be very specific, and we can only have a follow-up discussion around that. This slide really just talks about earning, business loyalty, captivating your customers with a complete and consistent experience, and using Office 365 to really empower your employees to have everything they need to be able to, really meet your customers' requirements. I apologize, we're running low on time. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here, and really talk about this. This particular slide kind of sums up. Business really is better together with Office 365. As a modern business, you have a unique set of needs, and Office 365, really does enable you to give that to your customers and simplify your corporate environments. And there's so much more to this. I'm going to jump ahead to slide 49 here. And just hit on this a little bit. Obviously, everybody on the webinar, we appreciate you taking the time to attend. The emphasis of this has really been Microsoft's Office 365 cloud environment. The product itself offers so many benefits, and it offers them at price points that are pretty much unimaginable if you've ever gone through the process of looking at the traditional pricing models and buying large-scale Microsoft enterprise agreements. And where Core BTS comes into play is that, we are a Microsoft valued partner. We're a managed partner. We have many engineers that deliver these solutions, countrywide and in several other areas as well. And we're here to help you understand how these different solutions can meet your business needs and help you save money and help you do business better. I'd like to, make the offer here that myself and my team are value add for your organizations. We are more than willing to have conversations, come on site, do whiteboarding, help you understand all these product sets from a technical perspective, from a business perspective, from a pricing perspective, all free of charge for the pre-sales, the architecture, design services. We also offer, depending upon the size of your organization, Core BTS in conjunction with Microsoft are offering a paid, Microsoft and Core BTS paid official cloud readiness assessments. They're 2-day cloud readiness assessments we can offer to help deliver to your organization that provide you a deliverable that really does break down what you have going on premise, look at your future business requirements, and map that to Microsoft Office 365 and other cloud product solution sets to help you move forward with that. And the point there really is that we're here to help you and your organization understand how you can benefit from these solutions. We've deployed hundreds of thousands of seats of these different products, and I can tell you that it's a rapidly growing area of the Microsoft business landscape. It's where the majority of their emphasis is going from a development and a growth, area. There's amazing financial return on investment. Very often, when new technologies come out that are very popular and they're very, they really do add tons of value to business, there's also typically a large expense involved to get into that. This is one of the rare times where you can move into something that is so beneficial to your environment and can save you so much money, and it can do it day one. We've had customers where we've done the ROI calculations and, for their executive teams, and we've been able to show just amazing return on investment literally the day you make this move. Saving money day one compared to what you were doing is a rare thing in the IT space. And the Office 365 cloud environment really can help you achieve that goal. So that's an offer from Core BTS to you and your organizations. If you're interested in hearing more about this, you can reach out to myself. Anna will be posting this whole webinar up, so it can be reviewed again. But we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to, get more in depth into the different offerings with you. And like I said, we can even offer in certain situations paid assessments where our engineers and our pre-sales folks will come out along with Microsoft and do an actual organized assessment with a deliverable for you. This slide just highlights some of the pricing to give you an idea. And the prices are not all set in stone. Depending on the size of your organization, the number of seats and things like that, it can be even less. This slide talks about one of the plans that's for up to 300 seats, and then there's different price points here for large organizations. And we'd love to go through all this with you guys, but just to give you an idea, you're looking at as little as you know, if you take a look here, $8, you know, and that can include unlimited, you know, OneDrive storage, 50 gigs of email, unlimited archiving, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on and on and on. You know, the price points are very, very compelling compared to the traditional licensing model. And again, Microsoft doesn't lock you into a full cloud setup. You know, you're going to get the ability to run these products on-premise on your devices as well. It's not a cloud-only solution. So to kind of sum it up, you know, I appreciate everybody taking the time. And I know we're over, but if anybody has any questions, please feel free to type them into the chat panel now, and we'll try to get them for you. And again, there's a lot to these solutions. There's a lot to what the Microsoft Cloud experience has to offer, and we'd love to help you understand that more and see how it might be able to bring a benefit to your business. So Anna, I don't know how we want to, is there anything you want to bring up before we end the session?
Nope. So if people don't have questions, you guys can look for an email from the Core BTS marketing team here tomorrow with more information about how you can get in contact with us to learn more. With that, I just would like to, Jerry, Tim, it looks like Jerry's asking if we could get access to, if they could get access to the slide deck.
Jerry, I can give you the slide deck, but I have to pull out some of the, there's some slides on here that are Microsoft partner only. So I can, I didn't show them on here either, but I can pull them out, then I can send it over to you. And Jerry, I'm pretty sure I still have your contact info, and if not, I'll get it from your account manager here at Core. And let me just make a note, and I'll make sure I get the slide over to you.
Great. So if we don't have any other questions, I'd like to, on behalf of all of our presenters and myself today, thank you for joining us and taking time to view the presentation. If you have more questions, you can reach out to marketing.team@corebts.com. Thanks for attending.